Hello, my friends. I really don't know what's going on with this reading. I couldn't come up with a question. I couldn't decide on a message or anything. And then I found myself humming a John Philip Sousa song. So for those of you who don't know, John Philip Sousa was a very famous American composer who wrote a lot of music for marching bands. If you have ever watched a marching band performance, you have probably heard some of his music and would easily recognize it. Even if you don't know his name. I don't know the name of the song that I was humming, so I can't help you there. And it is very unusual. Yes, once upon a time I was in a marching band, but I have not played an instrument in years. I certainly have not been in a marching band, and I haven't heard any John Philip Sousa music in a very, very long time because I have no interest in the kinds of things where marching bands perform. So, this may have meaning for you. It does not have a lot of meaning for me. Okay. So I shuffled out some tea leaf cards. These three are the last three to come out, but they seem to be saying the most about who you are. So we have dealings or relationship with a woman, and we have dealings or relationship with a younger man. And then we have a wish is granted. Let's see what else we come up with. This seems to be more of a fortune-telling reading. I don't usually do those. All right. We have lots of timing. Okay. Cain, pay attention to your health. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. This is definitely a who you are portion. May, something important about May, and possibly cherry blossoms. Bow, you are highly thought of. And Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Perhaps that's what kind of person you are. Then Club, someone will try to make you do something against your will. Perhaps others have more of an influence on you than perhaps they should. Or there is somebody in your life who is either manipulative or a bully. Hopefully you're not manipulative or a bully. But it looks like you definitely have something or someone to stand up to. All right, so you may be in a relationship with an age gap, and there is a wish that has been granted or will be granted soon, perhaps in May. Your health needs attention, and you have experienced a loss, but you are highly thought of. All right. Let's find out, or let's look at what's happening in May, perhaps, since that has come out. May. What do we need to know about May? What does this collective need to know about May? What do you need to know about May? Well, that's interesting. Okay, when I have lots of cards come out, I only take the cards on top. So, we have the Star, although it does look like the Queen of Swords is really trying to come out. The Hanged Panda. And the Sun and the Star. The Hanged Panda, Queen of Swords. Perhaps this woman that was referenced in the other card is a Queen of Swords. It may be you, it may be someone that is part of your life. And let's see. Okay, so Queen of Swords is someone who is sharp-witted. It's interesting this queen is wearing sunglasses, because the Queen of Swords is very perceptive. Lots of clarity. She is a truth seeker, a truth speaker. Not the most gentle of people, but they would definitely come out and defend their child, that's for sure. And yet, there is a need for a new perspective. Perhaps the need to sacrifice an old perspective, or an old way of being or doing. I can't believe you have 3 major arcana out of 4 cards. Okay. The Sun. Happiness. The Yang principle. Perhaps masculine. And the Star, which is definitely a more yin card, but also a card of healing, connection to the divine, and quite possibly a miracle, or maybe a wish granted. It's kind of reconfirming the wish granted card. However, there is a lot of change here, or the need for a lot of change. The Hanged Panda is not moving, of course. They are just stuck in an upside down position, which gives them a new perspective on everything. This is very valuable and could lead to happiness, and perhaps this wish fulfillment or a miracle, perhaps a new connection to the divine, or a change in the connection with this Queen of Swords. Remember, no gender, so the queen can be male or female. And we had references to both a male and a female in the previous deck. The tea leaf cards. I'm not getting a lot of specifics, of course, but just that there's been a pause, there is a pause, a time for really, really looking at things differently. But the potential for happiness, for healing, a lot of healing. And it looks like probably lots of letting go. Because the Star can be a card of cleansing. Typically, the Star portrays somebody who is either in a pool of water, or next to a pool of water, or about to step into a pool of water. So definitely an element of cleansing. Although not in this particular deck. Anything else we should know? Remember, this is specific to May. There may be rapid changes in May, or lots of rapid movement. Once this Hanged Panda time is over. So a time of stillness followed by rapid change, rapid growth, communication. The beginning of an investment, tending to something, to the growth of something that won't yield benefits for a while. It's going to take time. Well, this is interesting. Change. It's going to take change. And the appearance of a King of Cups. So, we possibly have a queen and a king. So possibly male and female, but not necessarily. They are of relatively equal stature, equal intelligence, equal maturity. That's the most important one. But they are quite different. So one has a lot of control over their emotions. They're aware of them. It's ideally a King of Cups is very aware of their emotions. They may not be terribly good at expressing them, but they know what they are. And the Queen of Swords is a very no-nonsense kind of person who wants the truth, the facts, not the fluff, and is not going to tolerate BS. So, while we do have two people here who are have a lot of equivalency in maturity, perhaps, they are not on the same page in other ways. They have very different skill sets, very different approaches. And there may be something of a conflict there because, you know, we have somebody who has a more feeling approach and somebody who has a more factual approach. Communication may be an issue. We have change. I keep hearing change the battery. And a need for balance. So it looks like this relationship or connection, whatever it is going to be changing, needs to be cultivated, needs a lot of patience, a lot of time, a lot of tending. Perhaps it's more of a connection, and if it's going to become something else, there needs to be a lot of work put in by both parties. Temperance can indicate a soul connection. It can also indicate a need to balance the spiritual and the material. Anything else? What kind of connection is this? What kind of connection is this? A difficult one, a challenging one that has left both of you feeling beat up. And seeking clarity. Oh, wow. All right. Now we have the High Priestess and Justice. Now the High Priestess may have been in reverse, which would possibly be a false High Priestess, or secrets that have been kept too long. Honestly, the High Priestess is not known for her communication ability. She's much better at keeping secrets than speaking about them. High Priestess and Justice. Justice again. So the High Priestess in reverse would be more about obscurity, not speaking, keeping secrets, blocking communication, and perhaps a kind of imbalance, an overemphasis on the spiritual, or a very serious misunderstanding of the spiritual. And justice is here to bring about this rebalancing. The Ace of Swords is this beginning of clarity. Aces are beginnings, they're not the full realization. So this aha moment may occur, may have taken place in May. But integrating it, acting on it, fully developing it has yet to take place. And this card, the Nine of Wands, can be a card of self-pity. So it is feeling beat up by life, battered, bruised, weary, so tired, and wary, and cautious, not trusting, expecting another attack. Perhaps from the High Priestess? So there seems to be some real trust issues here. Well, I can definitely see where this King of Cups, as I said, King of Cups and the Queen of Swords are very, very different. They communicate differently, they have different values. They may be relatively equal in maturity, but they have different approaches to life. And for them to come together, if that's what's going on here, it is going to take a lot of tending, as I already said. The Queen of Swords will have to soften and understand their emotions better, and the King of Cups will have to find more clarity and more integrity, perhaps. And an ability to speak honestly, openly. So, I see two people with a lot of work ahead of them, if they choose to do it. There is not really much in the way of an indication about their nature of their connection. Oh, Ten of Cups. There it is. All right. So Ten of Cups is the ideal family situation. Oops. It can also be a reference to a soul connection as well. All right. How about a last word of advice for you in this connection? Because it looks intense and very challenging. But it looks like you have time, because most likely, again, this can change, but most likely, if things continue as they are, you won't really be required to work on this until May. So what can you be doing from now until May for the best possible outcome? Not that one. we have number 9. Deep peace, believe in divine destiny. That's interesting. Deep heart, believe in divine destiny. Dear heart, at times you feel so alone as you don't think you can find the people who can truly see, hear, and understand you. This can cause you to despair and shut down or put on a mask so that you can feel that you belong. You are sensitive and intuitive, yet people can see you as hardened. There is so much you want to share with others, but you simply don't know where to turn or who to pour your heart out to. I want to reassure you that if you choose to trust and show some vulnerability, you will find those who truly appreciate you for all that you are. Side note, neither one of these people is good at vulnerability. Okay, the time has come to make a choice to fully get to know yourself and believe in your divine destiny. You can lament about the past all you like and get stuck in a rut, or you can dare to dream and follow your soul's calling and move forward with confidence. I am ready to embrace you for all that you are. Heart healing exercise. Place your hands on your heart and feel its depth. Tune in to what your heart needs to grow, evolve, and feel fuller. Imagine offering this to your heart. How does it feel? Visualize yourself exploring a deeper connection with your heart and soul and taking steps towards living the type of life that makes your inner life and your heart blossom. All right. Lots of work for you to do. I am wishing you all the best as you deepen your understanding of yourself and apply it to your life. Good luck.